Suffice to say, a baby does not like coming out a penis.
They don't have anal births yet, so it's coming out the penis.
We're
like
working on it. That's another thing the Bosley Institute's working on in the basement.
My thoughts on that is, if a penis can go in the anus, then a baby should be able to come out of the anus. Right?
Exactly. Look, anywhere a penis can go, babies can come out of.
That's how it should work. That's how it should work.
Men
Penises
should control where babies come from.
Right. If men could control that, there'd be a lot more, laws about that.
Yeah, this lawless having babies, all these insane. Put some regulations on these crazy people just pooping out, not even pissing out these babies. Welcome to This Is Unusable. I'm Tyler Martin.
I'm Ben Steinberg. Thank you for joining us for another fun-filled episode of This Is Unusable.
Depends on your definition of fun, and the definition of fun is whatever the definition of unbearable is.
If you do not enjoy anything, if you think things are awful and you find this awful, you might enjoy that.
That's what Ben does.
No, I enjoy it when other people don't enjoy things, but I enjoy plenty of things just fine. Plenty of things. There are plenty of things that I enjoy. There's
chicken.
There's
dog.
There's plenty of things I enjoy, Tyler. All right. There are plenty of things there's such as I like getting home. I like coming home. That's enjoyable to me. It means I've stopped whatever I was doing out in the world, and I'm no longer doing it, and I enjoy that very much.
So you go out just to have the good feeling of coming home. Going out is just, you need that yin to get your yang on.
I was thinking the same thing. It's a yin yang thing. Yin yang, if you want to be incorrect. People say yin yang. Like yin yang.
No, those are twins, aren't they?
It's like Del the funky Homo sapien. Well, technically he would be the funky Homo sapiens, because even the singular of Homo sapiens is Homo sapiens, because it just ends with an S. But because English thinks, it ends with an S, that's plural, he called himself Del the funky Homo sapien, but that is incorrect and that's bad English.
I think it's good English, and you know what? We should change the dictionary.
I actually agree. I should be a Homo sapien, not a Homo sapiens.
I am Homo sapiens. We is Homo sapiens is.
Speaking of our Latin genus and species name, I was looking up cats. What is the genus and species name for cat? Its species name is catus. Like, it's just add the Latin US to the end of cat. And you have
Catus eroticus.
Catus. It's Pussius erotica. It's Catus Pussius. No, it's Felis catus. Felis catus. Which to me sounds like some kind of... Exactly.
Felis catus.
Well, I was thinking more that it sounds like some kind of Catholic chant, like Felis catus.
Well, the Pope
sounds like to me.
Is just 10 cats in a giant hat.
Is that our American Pope? He's just a bunch of cats stacked on top of each other?
Yeah, like stray Chicago cats, though, so you don't want to mess with them.
Unbeknownst to us, that's actually been most popes. It's just been stray cats from whatever country they're from.
Yeah.
I imagine Argentina has a lot of stray cats, so it was relatively easy to get Pope Francis.
I want to say that cats don't like being called strays. I think they deliberately live outside.
Cats refreshingly don't give a fuck. I think that's we should be more like cats in that they just look at a thing and they don't know how to process it, and then they just go back to licking their asses.
They push it off the table.
They'll push something off a table, or they'll be like, "What was that?" And then they'll just go back to lying down. We should all be less reactive like cats are. We could, if we could just stare at walls all day, that would be great.
Yeah. We couldn't use tinfoil, though, and we'd have to give up cucumbers, so.
Right, because all cats are scared of cucumbers. That's a known fact. Thanks to compilations on TikTok and YouTube, it seems as though whenever people place a cucumber on the floor behind their cat, the cat then turns around and is literally freaked out by whatever this thing is. It's like they think it's a mouse that's too big, so they can't catch it or something like that. So they're like, well, it's going to get me. So
No,
they
it's
kind of run
actually
away.
it's actually what they call the archdiocese, and it lives under the Vatican, and they try to keep it dormant because it is the enemy of Cat Pope.
The archdiocese. Well, you win the episode again with an amazing pun, archdiocese. Yes, whatever you just said, that is, yeah, I can't build on that. I'm not good at puns. All I can do is sit here and appreciate that. Archdiocese.
I think it's time to wake him up.
What do you think they keep underneath the Vatican? What do you think they actually, like, there must be some kind of like a real pope.
Dead
who's
people.
really controlling things.
They keep all the dead popes.
Well, yes, but like what living people are down there doing things?
Like that hunchback from like 300, probably. Like
The hunchback of Pope Radam. No, what Vatican City? The hunchback of Vatican City.
Take me down to the Vatican City where the hair's talking and the popes are pretty.
Where the robes are red and the porn is kitty. Yeah. Catholic molestation.
I can't believe they got past that. We just let them slide.
It's a cyclical thing. They molest kids. Everyone makes a big deal out of it. It dies down. There's a whole fresh wave of, a new freshman class of molesting cardinals and other people who come in. And, some of them molested by their own cardinals when they were young. It's just sort of a pay it forward type thing where, like if
Haley
only
Joel
everybody
Osment.
could be What?
Haley Joel Osment.
Yes, that is what pay it forward was about. It was Haley Joel Osment getting molested at the Catholic chapel church, whatever. I don't know the terms. At the Catholic church he went to. And then he gets stabbed in the end and dies. That was my favorite part of that movie. Remember the part when the kid gets stabbed and killed? Oh yeah, that really sealed the deal for me with that film. I was on the, on the fence with that movie up to that point. But then he got stabbed and killed, and that's how the movie ended. And I was like, there we go.
Yep. I can't believe they
That's good
sharpened
movies.
a cross, too. I mean...
They realized just saying the power of Christ compels you doesn't work anymore. You can't just hold a cross there. You got to sharpen the edges and literally stab it into the children you're molesting. Jesus Christ. Literally.
Archdiocese and rice.
I can't imagine how many times Jesus has rolled over in his grave based on the things his followers have done in the 2,000 years since then.
He's not in a grave. He's literally walking around. He's among us.
Oh, okay.
Feasting on the many sins of the world, growing stronger by the day, ready to jump out at a moment's notice and absolve everybody.
I could go for some absolution.
Yeah, but absolution means he's going to eviscerate everyone. That's the only way to meet Jesus.
To die.
Yeah, absolve straight to heaven.
That's unfortunate. That's news to me. I am not really familiar with the Christian faith. It's Jews to me. It's all Greek to me. It's all Greek Orthodox to me.
What's the Greek for cat?
Let me see.
Look, we do all our own research here. Beforehand, these questions are just performative, and so is this dead time that Ben is...
Gata? Gata. I don't know the Greek alphabet, the Hellenic alphabet or whatever it's called. Apparently it's pronounced Gata.
Yata.
Oh, Yata.
Yata.
Yata. It's like you start pronouncing the G sound, but then you switch to a Y. Yata.
Why? Because
Yata.
It sounds like your allergies are bothering you, and my allergies are obviously always bothering me.
Right.
So this is going to be
I'm just waiting for you to turn them off, but
turn off the allergies.
Bless me, allergies, for I have sneezed.
I'm going to have to edit out so much sniffing in this episode. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be and that.
Ooh, allergies.
I was listening to this podcast come down. There was one episode where they did cocaine thinking they'd be extra funny on cocaine, and it was a complete disaster instead because they were trying to force it by doing cocaine. And instead, they were just self-conscious about the fact that they were on cocaine and they couldn't come up with anything funny. And then because of that, people found it funny that they couldn't come up with anything funny. So it just goes to show you, the cocaine was a good idea, but not for the reason they thought that it was.
Yeah, you gotta stick to cum. You can't just trade a C for a C. That's not how it works. You can't just eat a cat, think you're funny.
It ain't Coketown, bro. It's Cumtown. What's that hat you're wearing? Portland what?
Trailblazers. It's anime style. Yeah, they're
Is
in the
it?
playoffs right now. Yeah, I finally decided to hunker down and buy some Trailblazers stuff because it was on sale.
Not that you needed more hats or jerseys. That's a basketball team, right? I don't really know.
Yes, they just shut up and dribble.
What does that mean?
Oh, some like Fox News anchor told that to LeBron during like the 2020 time period, like, hey, just shut up and dribble.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of
Fox
like,
News
trying
loves
to
that.
Interject into politics.
Right. They love saying, hey, stay in your own lane. They love saying that. They love saying you don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, Fox News doesn't know what they're talking about half the
Can
time.
they tell President Trump to stay in his lane and stop telling jokes? Because none of them are funny. Hey, I'm gonna bomb Iran so bad, it's gonna have a new name like Iraq. Oh no, he was just joking. This is my Catherine Levitt. Were you there in the room? I don't think so.
I will admit that when Justin Trudeau asked Trump why he was putting tariffs on Canada, and his explanation was that they burned down the White House during the War of 1812, and it was revenge for that. That made me laugh a little bit. He went, well, he burned down the White House.
I know. How do you even get that little factoid? He's like, bad facts about Canada. Ooh, the only thing they did, the fur trade was pretty bad, but whatever.
Nobody back then was exactly into animal rights. That wasn't really a thing they had back in the 1800s.
Except Cat Pope. Cat Pope was the only one.
Yeah, but even he is like, fur? Oh, fuck yeah. Kill as many rodents and small mammals as possible. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Cat Pope would be pro fur trade. That's a sentence.
You're not taking the fur of the dogs? Pope condemns that.
Fur of the dog?
Oh, yeah. Cats don't like dogs.
Oh, yeah. Cats seem scared of dogs. I saw a video on YouTube recently of a cat that just would go around its neighborhood and harass other cats. Like, apparently it was a perfectly nice house cat, and then when it was let out, it would just harass all the other cats out on the street, and then would run away from, like, small chihuahuas and bichons and stuff like that. It's like it was scared of the dogs, and it would just bully every single other. Like, all the other cats were like, what are you doing, dude? We're just chilling.
Well, that's because if the dogs ever figure out their purpose of banding together to awaken the archdiocese, then we could rear ourselves a cat pope. But until then, cats will just remain scared of dogs.
Cat Pope will. Can you turn your mic up just a little bit? Look, I just hope that you don't have anything greater wrong with you with this whole urine thing. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm glad you're not nervous, because I would be like, if that was I've had so many health scares lately that I'm just like on edge for any new thing that crops up, and I'm like, oh fuck. Just one more thing to deal with. It reminds me of my own mortality.
Yeah, well, every day I'm alive. One of the things that I came up with in my head was every day I'm dying to be alive. And I thought that was really poetic. And I want to sell that to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That is kind of profound. That does sound like a Red Hot Chili Pepper lyric for sure. Every day I'm dying to be alive. And in a way we are dying. Each day we get closer and closer to our death. So in that sense, you are dying in order to live.
And further from God.
Yes, we drift further from God. I think I'm furthest from God because I have no hair. Like, so my head is exposed to him.
So you're super close.
No. Because that's why Jews put yarmulkes on, is to sort of shield themselves, humble themselves in front of God. I actually have no idea why Jews wear yarmulkes. I just put this stupid hat on my head whenever we go to services or whatever. I actually don't know why we wear them at all, ever.
How do you justify the L in yarmulke?
That's a great question. Yarmulke. Yarmulke. Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. It must be Yiddish or something.
They just need to put a K in Yamaha, and then, they can corner the piano market.
Okay, now I have to find out, is a yarmulke etymology. It's Yiddish. I knew it. It's Yiddish.
What else would it be? Greek?
Hebrew?
Those are different languages?
Those are different languages.
Is one written and one spoken?
Both are written and spoken. But Yiddish is sort of like a perpetually dying language, whereas Hebrew was kind of revived, I think. Yiddish is like half German, half Hebrew. It's kind of like a pidgin.
I thought it'd be like half Yid.
It's Yid-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, Yid is a derogatory term for Jew. So it seems kind of weird that Yiddish is a word at all. But I guess Yid is short for Yiddish because it's mostly just Jews who speak Yiddish. My grandfather speaks a bit of Yiddish.
Do people go up like, "What's up, my Yidda?"
Yeah, they might do that. That'd be hilarious.
I want someone to come, "What's up, my goy?"
That's an insult.
To be insulted means that you've been acknowledged.
Never really thought of it that way.
You've existed enough to get into someone's head where they want to acknowledge you derogatorily.
That's interesting. So in a way, the more a group of people is insulted, the more they exist.
Exactly, yeah.
So in that sense, the Jews really are God's chosen people because because they've certainly had their fair share of targetings. We'll just say that. It's like, yeah, chosen for what? Exactly. You know, it's like the entire history of the Jews is sort of the story of Job. You know, Job saying to God, "Why are you doing this to me?" That seems like the history of the Jews. Jews are like, dude, what the fuck?
I don't think Job ever questioned. I think he was just like, I'm gonna be faithful. I'm gonna do it. And then at the end, he was like, "Well, I got nothing except my faith, so take me, Abraham."
I mean, the story of Job, I guess it's supposed to be like sort of one of those blankets. Well, if things are going wrong, just look at Job. Everything went wrong for him and he was faithful. That's sort of what that story's supposed to be. You know, just have faith, just have faith, just have faith, have faith. Even if bad things happen to you, have faith.
Like, I'm gonna say this right here, right now, Job's a bitch.
He really did get bullied around quite a bit.
Didn't like his house burn down with like his wife and children in it? Like,
I hope so.
Always got to make the women pay for men's faithlessness.
So much of the Bible is male-centric. And he took 8 wives.
Took him down to the strip club.
He took 8 wives down to the strip club, and God wept and turned them all into a pillar of salt. That's what Gomorrah was. Gomorrah was just like Sodom and Gomorrah. The city of Gomorrah was just like, it was like East St. Louis. It was just like a warehouse and a strip club, and that was enough to piss off God. Why did God have to say, look, if you turn around, you'll turn into salt? Well, couldn't you just look at the destruction once, be like, dude, what's he doing over there? Like, do you really have to be punished after already leaving like a literal city of sin just by looking back? I guess that's a lesson, you know, don't look back, have faith in God, blah, blah, blah. But it's like,
well, the thing is, if you look back, the temptation will set in.
Oh, I see.
So you gotta keep looking forward, otherwise you'll be a salty little bitch like Job.
Right. You gotta walk the straight and narrow. Keep going forward. That's a good message. I'm not sure I buy it.
Don't look back in anger, I heard her say. That was her last words.
Is that a song?
Yeah, Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger.
Have you heard there's a YouTube video in which Liam and Noel are just arguing for like 15 minutes. Have you heard that video? Wibbling Rivalry. It's a recording of these two guys, these two brothers who it's obvious that they absolutely cannot tolerate each other at all. And every single thing any one of them says, the other one is like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And then Liam like, no, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool like that. And Noah's like, it's bullshit. That's fucking bull. That's not rock and roll, man. That's not rock and roll. Yeah, it is. No, rock and roll is showing up to the show and playing your music. It's playing, and they just mumble in like profanities to each other for 15 minutes. It's called Wibbling Rivalry, and it has subtitles, and it's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen on YouTube because they must be in their 20s. Like, why is anybody even taking these people seriously? I know they make great music, but like, why does anybody take people in their early 20s? Why do people take what they have to say seriously? They're not worth listening to, especially these coke addicts from Oasis who just can't stop arguing all the time about literally everything. It's pretty funny, usually.
Because people are predisposed to seeing people in the limelight and thinking green means go.
Limelight. Oh, lime is green. Got it. There's that Rush song, Limelight, about living in the limelight, the universal dream. Who knows? And then it's like, well, it's not actually that great, and I don't know all these people, blah, blah, blah. Yes, let's do the Indian head wobble. I don't know. I had some Indian guy call me to re-up my CPAP supplies, and I was like, no, thank you. No, I didn't do that. I didn't. I was like, huh? What do you want? No, I don't need it. They just force this CPAP supplies on you all the time.
Well, I mean, you don't need them?
Not at the interval that they say you need it. It's like every 3 months they say. It's like, no way. This stuff lasts way longer than that.
What about the filter?
But they just want
at
your
least
money.
the filter, though.
They give you multiple filters when they send you. Like I have 5 filters.
Put them all in at one time. Dude, you'll be breathing the most filtered air of all time.
Or I'll be suffocating in my sleep.
Look, that's a different sort of filter that, maybe some people need.
The life filter.
That's like in Mountain Head.
What's Mountain Head? Oh, that movie, right.
They tried to suffocate one of the characters. And they're like, is this breathable fabric? Like, it wasn't working. Like, it's a pillow, you can breathe through it pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a sort of the plot flaw in a lot of movies where people try to get suffocated. People try to suffocate other people with pillows. It's like, all you have to do really is just put your hand up there and just sort of open up a little pocket and you can breathe.
Yeah, they're always like, it's like a fucking pillow,
exactly.
just like.
Right. Right. It's not like a person pushing a pillow down on your face has a good purchase on the pillow. Their hand is like wobbling. Their hands are wobbling all over the place trying to sort of hold this pillow down. You can literally just sort of like just move your head out that way and you'll be fine. They'll have to reposition the pillow over your face. You can get a breath in while you're doing that and go back to struggling with this person
another
again
8
for like
minutes.
Exactly. Another 30 seconds maybe. There was a movie called Amour by Michael Haneke, and it's about these old people, very old in their 80s, and it just ends with the husband suffocating the wife. Just as we said with Pay It Forward, I was like, yeah, this is my kind of movie right here. It ends in total misery. It's just the misery of getting old and dying and not wanting to see your wife die or whatever, so you suffocate her, and that's how the movie ends.
With a papal pillow.
A papal pillow?
I mean, all these movies end with some sort of Catholic item being used to...
Do they? They should.
Yeah. Yeah, you had the sharpened cross. You had the papal pillow.
Something tells me Michael Haneke isn't really a man of the cloth, if you know what I mean. Because he directed and wrote Funny Games. If you ever want to deny the existence of God, look no further than that movie.
Is it that hilarious?
It's not hilarious. It's called Funny Games because it's ironically not funny. It's quite disturbing.
It is a game, though. It's like interactive.
Yes.
You get to pick
How
what
did
the
you
people
know
do
that?
next.
No, it's just these two guys show up to these people who are like at a cottage and just slowly torture them over the course of the night until they're all dead. That's Funny Games. It's hilarious describing it that way because like that's a movie. Yeah, it is. And it's as drawn out as you think it is.
And what do we learn
from the movie? Oh, people have a bloodlust. That's the moral of the movie. Is people have a bloodlust and they want to see horrible things happen to people on screen. There's one part in the movie where like a little kid shoots one of the bad guys and the other bad guy goes, no, this isn't how it's supposed to go. And he picks up a remote and literally rewinds the plot of the movie so that he can then go find the little kid, pick up his gun and say, not this time. I don't think so. Just so they can continue torturing the family again. The kid gets shot.
Those two are ordained ministers.
They got the power, that's for sure. They can rewind time. But that's just how much that movie fucks with you. It's like there's no hope. These guys are in total control.
Was it Adam Sandler and Kate Beckinsale, the people at the cottage?
That would be hilarious. It would be hilarious if they did die in a miserable way. Like there was nothing funny about this movie. It was just Adam Sandler and his beautiful wife and their child all dying miserably.
Yeah. He had the click remote. That's why they came and got him. That's why they came to the cottage to get the click remote.
Is that what that's a reference to? The movie Click?
Yes.
I haven't seen that movie. He uses a remote to what?
Anything.
Oh, okay.
So but like in life. Yeah, it's like Evan Almighty or the other one. Whatever Jim
Bruce
Carrey
Almighty?
was. Yes, that's
Bruce Almighty. Click sounds like it made like over $100 million. It sounds so bad that it would have made $100 million.
Look, Christopher Walken was in it. He was in the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond giving out remotes. What more do you want, Ben? He wasn't torturing anybody yet. Except he tortured Adam Sandler's character by giving him the key to happiness, but also the key to devastation.
I was right. Budget $85 million, box office $268 million. It's pretty good. Maybe I should watch it.
Look, it's 420, Ben. Get high, watch Click.
Oh, it is 420. That's right. I was going to completely not do anything different today, but instead what I did was nothing different instead. So
It's also the start
that's
of
too
Pizza
bad.
Week here.
There's a pizza week? Oh, right. There's
Yeah.
there's a burger week in Portland, isn't there?
Burger Week, Wing Week, Burrito. I don't know if there's Burrito Week, actually. There's a Dumpling Week. There is Wing Week. Dare I say that? Hot Dog Week, Sandwich Week.
So is Pizza Week supposed to coincide with 420? Like, is it deliberately?
No, it doesn't always.
Really? What, is it a lunar calendar or something?
Well, 420 is not always on a Monday.
Right, but it sounds like Pizza Week is supposed to coincide with roughly the date of 420. Like, they're definitely going to be making more money on Pizza Week because 420 is during Pizza Week.
That's true. I guess it doesn't always have to land on the first day of Pizza Week.
No,
For it
it's
is
a
a
week.
week.
Exactly.
Ordained
Exactly.
in nomino catis.
Et filis et spiritus pusis. That was another episode of This Is Unusable. I've been Ben Steinberg.
That was Tyler Martin.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
May the feline be with you.
Feliz gatos.